Well, there is a new or latest payment plan that Arsenal's gone ahead to really lay out for Declan Rice transfer to London Conley and Emirates next season. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. Guys, how is your evening? And you guys are really subscribing endlessly, and continue to subscribe, because the more we grow in numbers, the more we are going to really touch the world and really take this channel to the next level. I would really like to extend my gratitude to all the people that have been with me from when I had 1 subscriber to 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, and here we are nearly hitting 14,000 subscribers. So guys, thank you very much. I'll never take your love for granted, and that's why I reciprocate the love by giving you the best that you guys deserve, and that is the sports news and information coming in from all corners of the world. Now, we are talking Zinchenko. Zinchenko might miss out onto the game that Arsenal is going to play on the 5th of August with Man City, and that's going to be the Community Shield. I'm going to let you know about the Community Shield and how it came about, and how Arsenal is going to come up and really play Man City on the 5th of August. And lastly, Fabio Vieira and his loved one, they've gone ahead and really shared their photos as they are soon expecting their first baby in a nick of time. So let's go into this Declan Rice story. You know, Jakobs-Ben is the man behind this, and he was on the Done Deal show, and he had the following to say about Arsenal and Declan Rice. You know, lots of stories have been really put out, but it looks like the credible journalists are really still onto their mantle. They are not so much taken away by the storm coming in from the German Bundesliga about linking Declan Rice to Bayern Munich as a deal done and dusted. So I think Fabrizio Romano and Jakobs-Ben are the ones that have gone ahead not to get moved by what is coming in from Germany. And this is what Jakobs-Ben had to tell us about Declan Rice and Arsenal today. He told us that, I think Arsenal are front runners for sure, because Rice would like to stay in London. The initial offer that Arsenal are preparing is below £100 million. In the end, it won't be as much about the number as the structure. Now, he concluded by saying, if it's Arsenal, if it's £100 million, Arsenal will lean towards it being made through add-ons and bonuses. But if it's under £100 million, which is the expectation from Arsenal and other suitors, then Arsenal may have to pay more up front. Now, so much important to listen to what Jakobs-Ben has gone ahead to really let us know about the team of Arsenal. Now, when you look at the team of Arsenal, their priority signing is obviously Declan Rice. That is no brainer. And I think I sound repetitive every time I really come and do a sort of Declan Rice. To first inform you that Arsenal made him their priority signing of the summer in the January transfer window. That's when they really made a choice that's going to be Declan Rice, topping their list to cross to London Conley. So no one doubts that Arsenal have done a lot of groundwork. They've put in a lot for Declan Rice. Now it's all about the payment of the money. Now, Jakobs-Ben is telling us that if at all Arsenal is told by West Ham that they want £100 million net, then Arsenal will come out and structure a deal that will see them do that amount of money with a lot of add-ons, like making a £70 million upfront fee, and then the £30 million will come in as add-ons. That is it, and that's the plan of Arsenal. Now, if at all West Ham are going to agree a deal that is below £100 million, Arsenal are willing to do a huge upfront of that money if at all it doesn't hit £100 million. Now, this shows you how lucky Arsenal is. Arsenal is a lucky side. And when I talk about luck, it doesn't mean that Arsenal is weak. Arsenal is a strong team, but trust me, every team would always need luck. Now, Chelsea is out of the Champions League. That's it. But if at all Chelsea were in the Champions League, trust me, it would have been hard for Arsenal to win the race of Declan Rice. That's it. Why? Chelsea would have come in through and obviously made another Mokalo Modric hijack on Arsenal. £100 million is what Chelsea would have gone ahead to go ahead and really meet the realistic valuation of West Ham and then take Declan Rice away. That is it. But because Chelsea is really out of the Champions League and then they cannot compete with Declan Rice, however much Declan Rice has gone ahead and really told us that he's a fan of Chelsea and he has been supporting Chelsea ever since his childhood. But that has come to an end because he is really a player who wants to play in the Champions League. He just can't make a mess to go to that team. Now, the other team that is really willing to buy Declan Rice is Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich have all valued Declan Rice at £85 million, something that West Ham won't allow. The other team is Man United. Man United is interested in Declan Rice, but because their takeover business has not yet been done or gotten over the line, they cannot spend huge monies because no one knows who the owner of Man United is going to be. Is it going to be the Glazers staying? Is it going to be Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazers? Or the Glazers are going to sell their 69% shares to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani? That is it. So I think Arsenal is in its own island. No one can touch it. Why? Declan Rice wants to stay in London. The only London team that can sign him is Arsenal. Chelsea cannot. They are not the Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur cannot. They are not the Champions League. Fulham cannot because even West Ham is really a stronger team than Fulham, you know. So, as it stands, Arsenal are really front runners for this race. No one can stop Declan Rice to go to Arsenal, not until Arsenal says that we cannot pay that amount of money. And I don't think that Arsenal really has an option of pulling out. Arsenal won't accept no for an answer from West Ham, and they are going to push and push and push and push and push and push until they get the Declan Rice deal out of the way. I'm so anticipative that next week by Friday, the first bid of Arsenal for Declan Rice will be in. Arsenal will make their first bid for Declan Rice next week. After them playing on Wednesday in the finale with Fiorentina of the UEFA Conference League, I really anticipate Arsenal will make their huge first step to sign Declan Rice from West Ham. And talks will start, and I think they'll make their bid, and obviously things will be moved on. The bit of this deal is simple. The club is willing to sell, the player wants to leave. So, all parties have settled for movement, moving away from West Ham. To see to it that they find themselves in a situation of obviously gathering in that money and getting in lots of players at West Ham to replace Declan Rice. We don't know the plan of West Ham, whether they are planning to go all out and do the needful and first get in a replacement for Declan Rice or not. As it stands, they are looking at players like Scott McTominay, Lavia, even Albert Sambi-Lokonga was hinted on a little bit that if at all Arsenal can really include him in the deal, then it can all work out for the West Ham best side. So we are here waiting to see how everything is going to pan out for Declan Rice and obviously Arsenal's payment plan. So if their new payment plan works out, this deal will be over the line, I think, before 15th. But I anticipate a lot of movement for Arsenal to sign Declan Rice from Friday this week that we are starting, on Monday. And it's going to be around 9th. Around 9th, I expect a lot of huge movement for Arsenal to go in for Declan Rice and really get this deal out of the way. As you know what Mikel Arteta is all about, and Edu, they want to first get in their first signings to see to it that they go on tour when they're having Declan Rice, as they did the previous preseason when they were there with Jesus, Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos, and Matt Turner. 5 signings that Arsenal brought in, and they had all of them on the preseason in Germany and America. Now, let's go to the Zinchenko story that is really going to cause a lot of divided opinions amongst the fans of Arsenal. Now, yesterday, Man City beat Man United by 2-1 to win the FA Cup. And remember, we always have the eye opener of the season, of every new Premier League season, by seeing the winner of the Premier League facing the winner of the FA Cup in what we call a Community Shield. Now, if Man United beat Man City, the Community Shield would have been between Man United and Man City. But because Man City beat United and they won the league, they have to face the second place team in the Premier League in the Community Shield. And what is the second best team in the Premier League this season? It was Arsenal, finishing second with close to 85 points. So, Arsenal are going to face Man City on the 5th of August. But there is a collusion because on that day, Zinchenko is supposed to be playing into what we call a charity match of Ukraine at Stamford Bridge. That's it. And CNN has gone ahead to throw more light onto that. And they've told us that Zinchenko is said to be part of the charity match for Ukraine, which will be played at Chelsea Stamford Bridge Stadium in London on August 5th. Arsenal will be in action in the Community Shield that weekend after, meaning Zinchenko may be forced to miss one of the other. Now, I think no alternation can be made. That's it. But where will Zinchenko be playing his game of football? Because Arsenal need him as the left back and Ukraine need him as the biggest star of the Ukraine national team. So it's all a dilemma caused for the Zinchenko side and Arsenal and Chelsea plus Ukraine on what decision the two are likely to go on to make. And we are all here waiting to see what decision is going to be made on Zinchenko, because Zinchenko is a very pivotal player in the way that Arsenal plays. We all know that. His face is going to be so much important for the charity, right? Now, where is Zinchenko going to hinge himself on the 5th of August? He cannot divide himself into two parts to play. He has to choose to play one game. According to me, Zinchenko is more patriotic, and Arsenal will grant him the chance to go and really play into the game at Stamford Bridge, because they really believe this is a once-in-life opportunity to raise money for the war of Ukraine and Russia. That's it. So I think Zinchenko will incline so much also to play for Ukraine, and for that, Arsenal will find means of really getting another left back to see to it that he comes in through and obviously plays there. And for your information, KNTN, it looks like he's going to really leave the Arsenal side, and that means Arsenal has to bring in a left back. If I know they bring in João Cancelo, we might see João Cancelo playing as the left back of Arsenal into that game of football. There is a talk of Guerrero, and we have to see what exactly is going to happen. After that story of Zinchenko, let's sum up this episode by obviously telling you that Fabio Vieira on Instagram confirming his partner Karina Raquel is pregnant with their first child. Congratulations to Fabio and Karina. So he has took to his Instagram and really confirmed to us that they're expecting their first child. That is Fabio Vieira and Karina, the girlfriend. So that is Fabio Vieira, and obviously showing us the results of the scan. That is the baby embroidered inside the placenta, and here they come and obviously pose together. Fabio Vieira with the lover of his life, Karina, trying to really look great and romantic as far as the pregnancy is really concerned. So we congratulate Fabio Vieira and the lover on their latest achievement as partners. The family is widening, but Fabio Vieira really had a very bad season at Arsenal. It was really trying. He never got enough playing time. He was working on his physicality. Now, next season, 2023-2024, we want to see him impose himself into that team of Arsenal. And how is he going to pose himself in that team of Arsenal? By coming out and really showing Mikel Arteta that I'm ready to come in through and obviously take on that Martin Odegaard role. All else do compete with Bukayo Saka for the right attacking midfield position. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about the new Declan Rice to Arsenal payment plan that has been revealed to us by Jacobs Ben. And what do you think about Zinchenko on 5th August? Where do you see him playing? Will he be playing for Arsenal versus Man City or Ukraine versus a Chelsea select at Stamford Bridge? And lastly, congratulations to Fabio Vieira. And what do you make about him next season? Do you want him to be loaned? There are those who want him out. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. Rokani David remains my name. Bye-bye. And I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ.